everybody. Who's excited that it's Friday? I know most of you are ending your work week. There are some that are starting your work week, but I always looked forward to Friday to get some more time with my family. So I love that. And today, because you saw my post, it's about I'm the new 30. I love that. My daughter gave me a hard time, one of them, because she said, Mom, we're past that age. How can you be the new 30? And I thought, well, if you're going to go backwards, go big, right? So anyway, I am, for those who have just signing in for the very first time, I am Cindy Lee. I'm an ambassador with Limelight by Alcone. And I'm really excited to share some of my thoughts with you today. Before I go too far into talking about planning for retirement and all of the things associated with that, I really want to tell you about my lip color, which is cotton candy. I'm wearing that. I don't normally wear this dark of a pink, but I'm wearing it in honor of my mother. I wouldn't be here with Limelight if it wasn't for her and her love of beauty and the beautiful person that she was. So if you like this color, that is Limelight's Cotton Candy. See the beauty guide you're working with, and you'll have to do a must-have of this enduring lip color. For those of you who have been asking about my daughter who went off to college, how things are going, I want you to tell, she's doing great. Very, very busy getting ready for Rush, that goes on next week at her college campus. And she has a new chef. So this is really the big news for me because he must be amazing. He actually baked bread for these girls 2 days ago. And I thought, she's not going to come home to Mom's cooking when she has this amazing new chef using all these natural foods for her. So, so she's doing well, and I thank you all for those who were asking me. So now I really want to talk about those who are looking at retirement and my friends that maybe are in retirement. Because I had a lot of people that say, well, why are you going back to work? Did you not plan for your retirement? Did you not save enough money? What's going on? Why would you be with a direct sales company? And I thought there are many reasons, and I think it's odd that you're even asking it, but now that somebody's raised it, I really wanted to talk about that a little bit more. So I want to start with a few facts, and some of the facts that I came up with are from January of 2017 in a Fox Business Post. And I thought this was really interesting, and that's why you're going to see me glancing down at a few things to make sure I give you the right numbers. But in that article it said 18% of those surveyed felt they had saved enough money. Only 18%. That to me was very surprising. The second thing that they talked about was single retirees. 47% of those and 22% of married retirees felt or were only exclusively reliant on their Social Security. That was another surprising fact to me. What was even more surprising to me was that of that percentage, do you know what the average salary in Social Security was? $1,355. I mean, hello, that was really crazy. How many of you are living on more than $1,355 a month? Yeah, so that was a startling figure to me as well. Hi Liz, thanks for joining me. The second thing I wanted to talk about is the fourth of these, 25% felt that they would not work in retirement. That means 75% of the people looking at retirement are planning to have a job. That, again, was very, very surprising with me, those figures, because I didn't really think that that was the case. And I know for me, I did not plan to work when I retired. So it was a very interesting and enlightening. And so for those of you who are questioning why people would maybe have a new job in retirement, those are some pretty startling facts. The other thing that I thought was really interesting, there was an article that talked about women have a harder time saving for retirement. And I thought, well, that's odd because we're also the women who work at paying the bills and putting the money aside. So I thought that was kind of surprising. But then I gave it a little more reflection, and I realized that there are a lot of reasons that women are going to save more. Number one, many times their careers are interrupted. So if their career is interrupted, they're not going to be able to save. Maybe they stayed home with their children when they were small. Maybe they were a caretaker for their aging parent. Maybe they only worked part-time because they were spending time with their family, or maybe their health only allowed them to work part-time. Another thing, women as a whole earn less than men. So it was another factor. And then I think as moms or as parents, a lot of times we want our children to have everything. So instead of maybe saving for retirement, we are spending money on their dance lessons or their music lessons, their band equipment, or their club sports, all of those things that are out there, because we as parents, we always want our kids to have the best of everything, don't we? So all of those things could be factors in why somebody maybe doesn't have the retirement savings that they were looking for. The other thing, it may not be about money that people decide they want to have a second career or work into retirement. Maybe it's about that social connection, that maybe they've moved. A lot of times people from the north move south. So it's making new friends. If you were working and your workplace was really where you were socializing as well. You know, you'd go out after work or you'd do things, you belong to ball teams on the weekends or something like that. So once you left work, you found that those invitations became fewer and fewer. So you were getting a little bit more isolated. And if you're a very social person, that would be very difficult for you if that was happening. So it might be about connecting with other like-minded people or making new connections because you moved somewhere. Maybe you got into retirement and you found you're spending more time with your grandkids and taking them places, so you're spending more money. Or maybe you want to travel and you're finding this traveling is costing more than you anticipated, because I don't know about you, but every time I take a trip, I spend a little bit more than I had really thought that I was going to, because there's just that one thing I needed to buy, or that one excursion I wanted to go to on, or a museum that I hadn't put in my budget. So whatever it is, you might find that there could be a little bit more money there. So don't judge anybody when they go to retirement, but if you're looking for your own retirement, start planning ahead of time. That whole transition from being very busy to maybe not doing as much may be very hard. For some, it may be very easy. Something for you to evaluate for yourself. The other thing is, you're looking for careers. You've worked for somebody all of your life. Maybe now you'd like to have your own business, or you want a job where wherever you are, it can be. If you're going south for the winter, you can go south. If your kids are on the West Coast and your grandkids, you can go on the West Coast and you can still be working and connecting part-time. So that is one of the reasons I want you to consider network marketing. Ooh, I know some people are going, yuck, network marketing. I know that sometimes it has an image that I think is just wrong. The people that I've met with network marketing aren't anything along the lines that I had in my head that the people would be like, or the pressure that people would put on you to sell. I know with Limelight, we're all about sharing, not selling. We just want to share our products with you, and if they're the right products for you, you will buy them. And Limelight may not be the right thing for everyone. Maybe you are a travel buff, so there are networking marketing companies with travel. Or maybe you like to cook, so maybe it's the cookware that you're looking for. Maybe it's about fitness. There is truly a company out there that can fit every single person's interest. And then it's about the culture. Maybe you're joined just to be around very positive, energetic men or women. I know that's one of the things I really love about Limelight. But there are other companies out there, so reach out, find a little bit about that culture. Does it mirror with what you want to have? Because you're going to find friendships in these groups. You're going to find relationships that you didn't have before, and that's all great. So whatever you're looking for, whether it's financial, whether it's camaraderie, maybe it's to have your own business now, whatever it is, you can find that with network marketing. So if you want to know more about Limelight, please reach out to me. I'd love to share with you. If you want to know more about how you would find other companies, please, I'd be happy to share and help you with that as well. If you feel that what I'm sharing, you know somebody in this position, that they would find value in it, please share this video. Be sure you post me or tag me in that video so that I can thank you for sharing it. And if you have people that you would love to have talk to me or want to reach out to me, please feel free to do so. Because it really is a big transition, and as much people that you can plan for it and be ready for it, it's going to make it a wonderful, wonderful chapter of your life. I do believe that. So now, I know I'm sorry I went on a little longer than I normally do today, but I really felt that these were important things to share. And I want you to have an amazing weekend. And remember, when life gives you limes, be the light. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. See you on Monday.